This video is sponsored by Henson. Around the year 2016, I was a disaffected gamer bro. I considered myself to be a classical liberal. I hated those cringe feminists who I thought were trying to ruin video games, turn women into gender-ambiguous Zer pronoun weirdos, and who waged a war on sexual attractiveness. I laughed at Big Red, I laughed at Trigglypuff, and I laughed at Humongous.
Domestic duties over professional goals, thus minimizing their earning potential as their traditional marriages end. The assumption... I'm reading fuckface.
You want my name?
Yeah, sure.
It's Humongous.
Okay. Humongous what? He said humongous. Yeah. This person just sexually harassed me. Yes, yeah, that's right.
Fast forward to 2025, and most of those classical liberal types I used to listen to have become white nationalists. I, on the other hand, have chosen a different path and became dark woke. What does that entail? Well, I'm a progressive. I am pro-LGBT, I am pro-feminism, and I laugh at Big Red, I laugh at Trigglypuff, and I laugh at Humongous.
Are you gonna do anything about how he sexually harassed me?
Why? Because they are completely ridiculous. Adam, you're being problematic? Shut up. If you don't want people laughing at you, stop acting like a fool in front of cameras at highly publicized events. Especially if there is a whole ecosystem of people out there who are savvy at making memes and have a hate boner for you, and are just waiting to clip you. Case in point, if Big Red had said the exact same things that she did, but in a friendly and agreeable tone, she would never have become the mascot of an anti-feminist online hate movement. So anyway, I gradually broke out from the alt-right over time, but the area of my life where I took the longest to do so was dating. See, I wanted to date women, but how do I do it? It was a mystery to me. By that time, I was more often in a relationship than single, but when I got a girlfriend, it kinda just happened. I was doing something which sometimes worked and sometimes didn't, but I wanted consistent results. I didn't just want to sleepwalk through my dating life and hope to stumble upon someone good. Oh no, I wanted to know exactly how dating works, so that I can actively find someone great. Both the left and the right offered dating advice, and so I first asked around in lefty circles, hey, how do I score a good girlfriend? Actually, the term scored is deeply problematic because it presupposes that the woman is just an object. Okay, fine, forget I said anything. Meanwhile, on the right, dating advice was essentially variations on Andrew Tate type boomer conservative BS, which I was just not there for. You know, stuff like, you have to show her who's boss, you have to dominate her, women are meant to receive you and submit to you, and so you must be the one who lords over them as a man. Never show your feelings, never share your fears and anxieties, you must pay for everything, you must be the breadwinner, you lead, she follows, always, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, to be fair, there was more to the left than people just, woke scolding you about the problematic words that you're using. Some people did give you genuine dating advice. Too bad it was all terrible. Let's look at a notorious example. But first, let's shave. But how? Using a razor with 800 blades. No, just kidding. It's pseudoscience. You don't actually need 80 billion blades on your friggin' razor. One is enough, as long as it's well made. And Henson blades are exactly that. Made by, well, Henson, the sponsor of today's video. They bang out these blades with what, 0.0002mm tolerances? That's micron level, and it actually shows. After shaving, they went and examined people's skin with a near-infrared spectroscope, and found that sure enough, high-precision single blades cause far less irritation than regular cartridge razors. It's nice to see that they did an actual scientific investigation rather than entrusting research onto the marketing department. Ah yes, more blade equal more good. Science. Henson razors come with a high build quality. They are just the right size and weight with excellent blade stability and balance. This is what happens when someone actually sits down to build a proper razor, instead of trying to sell you over-engineered crap. Go to the link in the description and get yourself a proper Henson razor today. Thank you for checking out Henson, and thanks to Henson for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so leftist dating advice. Yeah, check this out. So a lonely teenage boy wanting a girlfriend goes to the left and asks, hello Mr. Person on the left, how could I get that hot girl over there to become my girlfriend? And Big Joel, fellow leftist YouTuber, will now give him some advice.
I don't really think that self-help online advice is all that helpful to people because I think you already know all the advice that anybody on the internet could possibly tell you. Young men, do things that are good in your opinion. Do things that you think are good. I don't imagine that I have a better answer for what those things are than you do. You know yourself, but of course you know what those things are. This video is not my way of saying that all advice on the internet is bad and that the people who are giving it are all grifting you and that there's no place for it. I don't believe that. I just think it's an extremely small part of a network with things that are vastly, vastly more important than it. The amount of impact that some guy on the internet will have on your life when they give you advice on how to get motivated or whatever is, I think, fairly small in the grand scheme of things, and that's my point.
Wow. I'm sorry, I like Big Joel, I like his videos, but this type of stuff does not help anyone. It's like your house is on fire and you're locked inside with a fire extinguisher and you're like, oh shit, what do I do? How do I use this thing? And Joel is like, I think you should first consider that the fire is just a natural exothermic reaction which will go out at some point. The fire will stop at some point. So I wouldn't really worry about this long term. I think you should look inside and figure out what feels like the best course of action in this situation. But then Andrew Tate shows up and is like, alright idiot, grab the extinguisher, pull out the pin, aim the nozzle at the fire. Now start making the monkey sounds. Stand real close to the fire so that you will sustain at least 2nd degree burns. This shall be your mark of the alpha male. Now press down the lever and extinguish that fire. Also remember, women are subhuman and Jews run the world. And this is my big issue with dating advice on the left. It's not really advice, just a bunch of useless platitudes. Be nice, respect women, go outside, work on yourself. Yeah, great, thanks, but how do I get the girl I like to date me? Why are we so afraid of giving useful, practical advice? Like, can you imagine this in any other context? Like a young boy goes to their parents and be like, hey, mom, dad, I've been pretty anxious and depressive lately. Can you help? And then the parents are like, well, have you tried being happy? Oh no, if your parents know what they're doing, they're like, alright son, are you smoking weed? Cut that shit out. Always go to bed at the same time, always wake up at the same time, structure your day, go outside, meet with your friends, smell fresh air, get some sunlight, eat healthy, shower every day, feel clean, and always keep your room tidy. This is good, practical advice. On the other hand, advice like Big Joel's is not really advice, it's more like inspiration. But young insecure boys are not looking for inspiration. They are not 40-something Pinterest wine moms. They want instructions. What do I do? What do I not do? How do I succeed? Tell me. And Andrew Tate and people like him are more than happy to give them instructions. Very stupid and harmful instructions, but for many young boys, this is better than just aimlessly floating down the river without a rudder, as evidenced by Tate becoming a globally popular influencer. Meanwhile, there are good, healthy, and very useful instructions to be given to young boys, free of all the far-right BS. But it seems like no one on the left is willing or able to give it, except for one person. Me. See, about a year ago, I have actually put together a comprehensive dating guide, mostly for men, but it's gender neutral. I wanted to have it published as a book, but then I was like, oh wait, I have a YouTube channel. I have the guide as a Google Doc, about 90 pages long. And in this video, I'm going to give you the quick and summarized version. I'll be simplifying a lot, but if you want the full, comprehensive version, you will find it right down in the description. It is completely free. I am not asking you for any money. Just go and read it. I hope it will be helpful to you. Oh, and support me on Patreon if you want to. Also, author's note, if I sound funny from this point on, that's because I got COVID halfway through the recording, so there's that. So, alright, dating. How does it work? How do you get a girlfriend? I'm going to assume that you're a guy looking for a girlfriend, and if you're not, I trust you will fill in the blanks. So, step 1. How does attraction work? And here I will borrow an idea from right-wing dating gurus. They have this attraction scale from 0 to 100, which I think is a pretty useful representation tool. On it, 100 is absolute blind love and 0 is complete and utter indifference. 50 is the tipping point. Above 50, you're attracted. Below 50, you're not. When you see someone, you put them on this scale. Suppose you're a guy who likes girls. You see a girl, you put her on the scale. Like, ooh damn, she's friggin' hot. I literally can't take my eyes off her. That's like a 90. Oh, okay, she's cute. That's around 70 or so. Fine. 51. Nah. 49. And then below 49, it's just variations of, not my type. And girls do the same to you. They look at you and put you on their own scale. Okay, so what's needed on your end for girls to find you attractive, meaning 51 or above? Do you need to be a 2-meter tall, 90-degree square jaw mewing champion ripped gigachad with 2% body fat? No, absolutely not. Because attraction is subjective and unpredictable. Some girls will just find you attractive for whatever strange reason. Don't question it, don't investigate it, just be glad about it. As long as you look healthy, look clean, and dress okay, some girls will find you physically attractive. And that is all you need to start. The girl doesn't need to be crazy about you from the start. If you just make it with 51, so barely passing her bar, that's good enough. Conversely, if she only barely passes your bar, that's also good enough. If a girl is a 51 for you, but then on dates she turns out to be the coolest person ever, you'll be in love with her before you know it. Likewise, if you are just a 51 for her, but you do things right and she likes your vibes, she will also be in love with you soon enough. So don't worry, as long as you both pace each other's bar, have at it. So you go and meet girls, and so out of 10 girls, maybe 3 will find you attractive, so for them you're above 50. And out of those 3, 2 will be in a relationship, so not available. You are looking for girls who are single and available for reasons that I hope are obvious. So that leaves 1 girl out of 10. But you don't like her. For you, she's below 50. Damn. So 0 out of 10. That sucks, but also that's okay, dude. Dating is a numbers game. All you need to do is keep going. Luckily, there are ways to meet an industrial amount of women on a budget, so don't worry. So, meeting girls. If you want to meet girls, you can do it in real life or online. If you do it in person, you just walk up to them and strike up a conversation. Make sure to have something in common first. Attending the same event, doing the same thing, that sort of stuff. Simply make sure that in that situation, striking up a conversation is socially acceptable. So have a lighthearted conversation, and if you think it goes well, meaning she's engaged in it, not just yes or no answers, then you ask for her phone number. Hey, it's been fun talking to you. What's your number? Then, once asking, you shut up. She either gives it to you or not. If not, she is not interested. If she does, she is likely interested. So why the phone? Because it's more intimate than texting or social media. Yet it is socially acceptable. You're gauging her interest here. Do you like me enough to bear the slight discomfort of giving you my number? But using the phone is like super scary. Yeah, shut up, dude. If my 85-year-old grandmother can use the phone without getting a heart attack, then so can your Zoomer ass, so I don't want to hear it. Once you get her number, say goodbye and leave. No lingering, it's awkward. And then, after waiting 4 to 5 days, you call her and invite her on a coffee date. A half an hour to hour get-together in a safe, high-traffic, neutral place where each of you will have 1 or 2 coffees and try to feel each other out. Is this person giving me good vibes? Are they worthy of a longer, more expensive regular date at a restaurant? And who pays the bill? My rule of thumb? The person who invites. You can tell her that if she tries to pay her way. This is clean, simple, gender neutral, and socially accepted. If she wants to pay, she can always invite you out. Also, why wait 4 to 5 days to call? Because every desperate loser calls her the day of or the next day. You will be different and show her that you aren't in fact a desperate loser. You are in no rush. You take your time. Just don't wait too long because then it's insulting. 4 or 5 days. Call her after regular work hours. When calling her, first have a short, about a minute-long lighthearted convo, then invite her out. Listen, I'd like to take you out for coffee. How about X day, Y time, at Z location? Notice how I make it clear what I want to do and give her the full package. Day, time, place. She has all the information to make the decision to accept or not. If she accepts, great. If not, reschedule it with her. Once you set the date with her, say alright, thank you, see you then, and then hang up. Importantly, the phone is only for setting dates. You will do the talking on the dates. Don't use up all your convo topics in advance. This includes texting. Don't text between dates. Once you have a date set with her, the next thing you should do is to show up at the exact time, at the location, on that day. Until then, you have no reason to reach out to her unless to reschedule or something. Like if something super important comes up for you and you absolutely have to reschedule. On the other hand, if she texts you in between, just wanting to talk about some random stuff, that's great, a sign of interest. Then just tell her that you can't wait to discuss all of that on the date. Okay, so this is all very nice, but what happens if she doesn't pick up the phone? If she doesn't pick up, just send her a text message. Hey, this is your first name, please call me back on this number. Then you write down your number just in case. If you don't get a call back, there's your answer. She's not interested. That means she's out. Look, I know that sucks, I know that's bad, but consider this. If she likes you, she will make it easy for you. There is no such thing as hard to get. There is just I'm not interested or mental illness, and you don't care about either. If the girl genuinely likes you and wants to see you, you will have an easy time making dates with her. She will show up. If she can't make it, she will help you reschedule. She will make sure that she will get in front of your face on a date. Alright, this is the gold standard. Keep this in mind. Because I have seen so many guys, including friends of mine, who are like, so I've been trying to get this single and available girl on a date for 2 months now, but like, it's really difficult, man. It's like, dude, what are you doing? If she liked you, you would have an easy time making a date with her. But you, in fact, are having the opposite of that. You are having a hard time making a date with her. And so what exactly does that tell you about her interest towards you? Yeah, right. So just go look for someone else. Someone who actually likes you. Alright, so with that, let's talk about online dating, which is very similar. For online dating, you need photos and maybe a bio. Your photos will do 99% of the work, with your bio counting for about 1%. On your photos, you should be clean, smiling, well-dressed, well-lit, doing normal things, not pushing your face into the camera, not be a microscopic dot in a wide-angle panorama shot, and not wear any sunglasses. People want to see your eyes. Have a photo of you in your casual clothes, formal clothes, with some kind of pet, and or you doing your hobby. Then start swiping. On Bumble, Tinder is utter shit. On Bumble, girls have to initiate, which is much better for everyone involved. If you get a match, have a light-hearted, fun conversation. After a dozen meaningful messages each, invite her out on a coffee date. Definite day, time, and place. If she declines, like she says she wants to talk some more, that's fine, a dozen more meaningful messages each. After that, if she says no again, she's not interested. She wants a conversation partner, not a romantic one. Unmatch, next. You won't ask for girls' numbers through dating apps. You do that in person at the end of the coffee date if things went well. If they did not go well, like you weren't feeling it and or she turned out to be a huge idiot, no asking for numbers. Thanks for coming, it was fun. Goodbye. Unmatch, next. The coffee date will be your first stop almost always. There are some edge cases detailed in the document, link below. Oh, and at the end of the coffee date, you do not kiss. This is just a vibe check meetup. Don't get ahead of yourself. So after the coffee date, you have her number. The coffee date went well. She's cute. You both find each other pleasant. Nice. Wait 4 to 5 days, call her and ask her out on a regular date at a restaurant. Day, time, place given. Oh, and tell her in advance that you're going to eat. You don't want her to show up to dinner with a full stomach. Oh, and just a quick note, if during those 4 to 5 days of waiting, she reaches out to you for any reason in any way, that's great. You got incoming, use it to set up the next date. If she's coming at you, you don't wait, the 4 to 5 days rule goes out the window, you set the date. Alright, so on the date, you sit down, order food, and talk. Of course, this is all written about in great detail in the Google Doc. Do check it out below, don't just rely on this video. Now, on dates, if both of you do things right, your feelings for each other will grow. Both of you will go up on the scale. If one of you screws up, that person goes down the scale for the other. Like you meet her and she's super cool and you like her a lot, but then she's like super rude to the waiters and it's like, oh well, that sucks. Now, if you screw up too much, you risk going below 50. And that, I'm afraid, is a one-way ticket. Going below 50 means turning off the other person for good. There is no salvaging that. You're dead. Once the spell is broken, it's gone forever. Time to look for someone else and not screw up this time. Now, what if she dates others beside you? It can happen and it's completely okay. And I recommend you do the same. It balances you out like crazy. And don't worry, those other guys are probably clueless. They will fall off soon enough and you'll be the only one left. If you follow the stuff I wrote in the book anyway. Okay, so after 7 to 8 dates with a girl, if you did things right, you might start hearing things like, oh, I want to introduce you to my friends, relatives, etc. Great. That's boyfriend-girlfriend stuff. You can then innocently nail things down right there. Oh, that sounds like something a couple would do. And then she's like, well, I thought we were. And then you're like, well, are you seeing anyone else beside me? And she ideally says, nope. Then you say, great, then we are boyfriend-girlfriend. And then you drop everyone else you're seeing on the side. Being boyfriend-girlfriend means exclusive. That means only one person, and you will expect the same from your partner. And with that, congratulations, you have a girlfriend, at long last. From this point, it all comes down to relationship maintenance, which I also detail in the Google Doc. So once again, for the 6th time or something, do check it out. Especially if you would like to yell at me over stuff I've said in this video. Go read the doc, see what I meant in detail. If you still disagree, then you are free not to apply what I told you. Alright? Cool, thanks. And so I hope all of this will be helpful to you, especially if you're a young, lonely guy who doesn't know how to date. Don't go to the incel crowd, don't don't go to the dating gurus. I am giving you everything you need for success, and I will never ask you for money for any of it. It's right there, for free, have fun, enjoy. And with that, thank you for watching, and do check out Henson, the sponsor of today's video. Their link is also in the description, and I'll be seeing you next time.